Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for holding this very important hearing today. It's clear that the SPLC has strayed from its original mission and used questionable and, frankly, illegal tactics to drive donations and manufacture political relevance. Mr. Fair, the SPLC labeled Charlie Kirk and his organization dangerous extremists in its Hate Watch newsletter, and Charlie Kirk was assassinated the very next day. Do you regret signing off on that newsletter?
Congressman Onder, what I regret is the political violence in this country on any side of the aisle.
Do you regret naming Turning Point USA a hate group several months earlier?
What I regret, again, is the political violence in this country. And
are you willing to take any responsibility for the assassination of Charlie Kirk? I'll take that as a no. How about the designation of the Family Research Council as a hate group? The gunman told the FBI he was inspired by the SPLC's list. Does SPLC accept any responsibility for that violent 2012 attack on the Family Research Council?
Congressman Onder, again, political violence in this country is despicable. We oppose unequivocally all political violence, and we're not responsible.
Has the SPLC ever apologized to Leo Johnson, the building manager, who was grievously wounded in the terrorist attack on FRC, the same attack that the gunman said he was inspired by your hate list?
Congressman Onder,
you decry political violence. You incite it, but you decry it.
we don't incite political violence.
Let's move on. Mr. Fair, the SPLC's
We condemn it always.
latest hate map includes 20 hate and anti-government groups in my home state of Missouri. That list includes Gays Against Groomers, and your website seems to, your main beef with Gays Against Groomers seems to be that they oppose the chemical and surgical mutilation of children. But a few months ago, the American College of Plastic Surgeons updated their guidelines to no longer recommend transgender surgery on minors. Is the American College of Plastic Surgeons also a hate group? They oppose chemically and surgically mutilating minors. Is the American Society of Plastic Surgeons a hate group?
Again,
I know it sounds like an absurd question, but that's how absurd your hate map has gotten.
Our reporting on hate and extremism uses the statements, may I finish? Uses the statements and activities of various groups. And based on those statements, we expose and share with the public what they say.
It seems like one thing that many of the groups that you've labeled hate groups, that we've talked about this morning, have in common is that they oppose the chemical and surgical mutilation of minor children, as does the United Kingdom, as does Sweden, Finland, Norway, Denmark, and the United States Department of Health and Human Services. Are the 7 groups I just mentioned hate groups, the public health authorities in the UK and Finland and Denmark and so on, are those hate groups?
Congressman, we identify groups.
Okay, how about a group you've identified that just happens to have won 18 cases before the United States Supreme Court and been instrumental in 85 other cases, Alliance Defending Freedom? Are they a hate group? Are you going to double down on that today? ADF is a hate group, yes or no?
May I answer your question?
Yes or no?
ADF is listed because of statements it has made against
Okay,
persons.
you said that about other groups. Okay,
Well, you don't want me to respond,
again.
obviously,
Because of
you're
statements
cutting me
they
off.
made according to criteria that you couldn't clearly articulate to Congressman Fry. Okay, I'll ask you, Mr. Bangert. Mr. Bangert, why do you think the Alliance Defending Freedom, a group that's won 18 cases before the United States Supreme Court, is on this defamation machine's hate map?
Well, that's a great question, Congressman. I went and looked at their website this morning, and one of the reasons they give for ADF being listed is because, according to the SPLC, we support the state-sponsored mutilation of adults and children, basically rendering them sterile. The odd thing about that is, in the state of Alabama, we came alongside the Attorney General to defend a statute that would have prohibited medical professionals from performing procedures on children that would have sterilized them. And interestingly, on the other side of the V in that case, one of the law firms was the Southern Poverty Law Center.
Well, there you go. I think that's why you're a hate group. Thank you. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Gentleman